Oh, man. What's up, everyone? Good morning, good morning. Yo, yo. Sam, how are you, man? Good to see you. Nozus, how are you? Here we go again. Same old, same old. Nick, how you going? It was busy. It was a busy night. Busy night. A few interesting stories. Yeah, it kind of went quick though. Like whenever you get kind of a couple interesting cases, it's kind of makes the time fly. I don't know. That's why I couldn't work a job where you sit in an office and staring at a clock all day. You know, you're on your feet in ED, cool stories, amazing, you know, like, you can't make this shit up, as we always say. You know, you can't make it up. You can't come up with this shit. Some of the stuff that you hear in ED, you kind of get addicted to that kind of work, man. Even though the nights and whatever is tough, I get it. It's just, you get hooked on, not the adrenaline, I suppose it's the adrenaline, man, but like, you literally can't, you know, make this shit up. Other than like watching movies and things, you're not gonna get stories like this on a daily basis. Nice, Max. Great to hear, dude. Keep going. Keep going. Miz, what's up, man? Back at it. Thanks, Miz. Ethan, how are you, man? Sam. Yeah, I still have a sore throat. This side here. When I swallow, I feel it. It's like a week and a half now of sore throat, but whatever. I feel pretty good systemically, so it's not gonna stop me, man. It's not gonna stop me. This is the thing. If I waited for the perfect, if I waited for the perfect feeling, man, you wouldn't amount to anything in life if you just waited for the most optimal days. Those days, man, when you're feeling mint, you can't rely on those days for getting work done. Oh, dude, 4 a.m. you still can't fall asleep? Doesn't sound like you'll be going to sleep anytime soon. If it's been that long. Depends on what time you go to sleep usually, I guess. Whew. Ooh. 5. I'm ready. Oh yeah, dude. If you're working a physical job, man, it's, you know, you have to account for that as well in your training. Like, you can't just think, I've done no work if you haven't trained. Like, if you're holding timber around and all that, man, like, it's, you know, you can make an argument that that's actually more beneficial to you than squatting a barbell. Nothing like manual labor, man. Your favorite season of the year in Australia? What do you mean by that, Biz? Oh, sweet, man. Appreciate that, man. A grain of salt. It's always nice to hear that, you know. I'm glad you like the vids. I'm glad you like my my spiels. I guess we connect, you know, intellectually at some level. Forestry's best GPP, I bet, man. No doubt about that. Alright, that's 6. Oof. Dobro jutro, kako je, man? Dobro je sve ovdje. Kako si ti? Oh, that's what you mean, is. Summer's too hot, winter's too cold. I guess in spring it's too much pollen. But I reckon spring. A few years ago I had really bad hay fever. It was killing me, man. I was always stuffy through the nose and whatever. But you know, last few years it's kind of been alright. I get flared up occasionally, but it's not too bad now, luckily. I don't know what causes that. Like, some seasons you absolutely cop it, other seasons you're okay. It's weird. Any tips on improving thoracic extension and front squat? Get stronger. Get stronger, man. I've been in the back of my mind thinking about what is the best way, what is the best accessory exercise to work on that. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I think you gotta front squat a lot to get good at front squats, you know, because that's the best thoracic extension, because it reminds you, you get feedback. The moment you drop, it's over. So I think front squats at a high clip, you know, high frequency is a must. And then after that, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, you know, the first thing is overhead pressing. I don't think that does it. You know, maybe something like some sort of pulling man, like an RDL or something. I'll probably kind of move towards that. Don't know. I've not yet found the best way kind of to train the thoracic extension, but you can train it whenever, you know, like you can literally just walk around like this all day and that will add some volume to that postural stuff. So this is the thing, like, you know, you're gonna play the chess game, you know, if you're gonna put most of your energy in one lift, you need to make sure that most of that energy goes into the lift, and then be very, very careful what you're doing over here. Is it helping? Is it helping something else? It's kind of like, I don't know. I think this is the fun of it all. Kind of, you know, creating a tack plan of how to get something better. Sometimes, you know, your thoracic extensors might not be the things that are falling apart in the front squat. It could be just your weak quads, but it manifests itself in such a way that you think it might be a back extension, a thoracic extension thing. So this is where you make mistakes. This is where you lose time. This is where you put in weeks and weeks of training into a lift and it doesn't really carry over. So yeah, it just depends. It depends. But yeah, you try and you learn. Right now, all I'm freaking doing is freaking front squatting. And that's the beautiful thing about specificity. You know, you add a crap ton of volume into a sub max type of sets and reps. Like I'm doing the freaking bar for 10 sets of 10 every day. That's not a lot of weight, but I'm fighting the posture, you know. So obviously my legs are not getting anything out of it, but still, it's the posture. I'm fighting the posture. So, James, you got problems with wrists? Do more front squats. Don't look anywhere else. Trust me, man. Once again, specificity is king. Does that mean you hit 80% every day? No. Get the bar, play with the bar every day. I promise you, you can do it. Don't worry about all the gurus, what they say, oh, you can't squat every day. Bar. Empty bar. Work on the elbows up. Work on your wrists every single day. 10-15 minutes as you're warming up. Just with the bar. Front squat the bar. Front squat the bar. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. After a billion stimuli to your body to tell your wrists to chill the hell out, and this is a position that we need, it will work. What doesn't work is if you practice it once a week and you pulverize the damn wrist with quadrillion tons of sets and volume, inflammation, overuse issues, all that pops up. Grease the groove when it comes to these technical deficiencies that you might feel. Mobility works the same way. You can't get a monster session of mobility every single day. Revisit the positions, revisit the range of motion, revisit. It's boring, it sucks, it's not fun, all that stuff. But that's what it takes to get good mobility, good technique, and so on and so on. Steph Curry didn't get good at shooting 3-pointers by playing the game. Live, scrimmaging, all of that stuff. No, he didn't get good doing that. He got good probably at shooting a billion free throws, controlled repetitions, rep after rep, rep after rep. That's the bread and butter. Thousands of reps. And then one dribble left, pull up. One dribble right, pull up. One dribble left, pull up. One dribble right, pull up. There's one around. Dribble left, pull up. One dribble right, pull up. Okay, next drill. 2 dribble left, 2 dribble left, pull up. 2 dribble right, pull up. 2 dribble left, pull up. Next drill. One dribble behind the back, pull up. One dribble left behind the back, pull up. One dribble right behind the back, pull up. This is what success, this is what mastery looks like. It's not what Instagram and YouTube shows you. It is literally boring ass work for trillions of reps. That's the secret, man. That is the secret. I played basketball I trained with guys that are much better than me, played at a high level, played professionally, and you know what they did? You know what they did in training sessions? One dribble left, pull up. One dribble right, pull up. One dribble left, pull up. 1 hour later, one dribble right, pull up. One dribble left, pull up. Non-stop. In the game, all of a sudden you have an opportunity to take one dribble pull up. Don't have to think about it. You've just done a million freaking reps. One dribble pull up. It's not even a thought. Your thought is in the moving pieces on the court. One dribble pull up, free man, bang. Let me do my one dribble left pull up in the form of a squat. 10 by 10. I think the trouble with watching too many live shows or games or one rep maxes or highlights, whatever you want to call it, I think it's a lot of detriment, to be honest with you. I think Instagram, I think social media in general is not good for us. Because all you ever see is the highlight. All you ever see is the finished product. All you ever see is the game-winning shot. All you ever see is the finished product. You don't see the work. And guys see James Harden going through the legs, step back, 3. So the guy who goes plays basketball later that day, 18-year-old kid, he's like, I want to do that. Dribble, 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 dribble. Step back, contested block or contested air ball. What you haven't seen is what James Harden does to make that thing happen. You don't see the drills he does. And so you think to yourself, okay, he does that, so let me just do that. You see a 1 rep max, all right, let me lift 1 rep maxes. But this is the thing. For people that are in the social media space, do you think this type of video is going to do well? Me telling you about this stuff in a long format, 60-minute video, 90-minute video, do you think this video is going to go viral? I can put my house on it that it won't. What goes viral is the, highlight shit. What goes viral is me telling you guys that I'm natural and then walking into the kitchen taking a bunch of drugs and then posting a lift that's just 1 rep max. That goes viral. This stuff doesn't go viral. Me telling you about shoot your free throws doesn't go viral. What goes viral is the Michael Jordan shot to beat Utah, Game 6. That's what goes viral. So, it's not that I'm blaming the social media guys for making this type of content. It's because they want to live off of social media, and so they're like, okay, I gotta suck you in. I gotta make sure that you think that my training program is sexy and different to everyone else. But it's not. Nobody's training program is different to anyone else. In principle, everyone's training program is the same, and that's a whole lot of meaningless repetitions. That's kind of what all of this is, and I've seen this over and over again. The doctor at work making a life or death decision in the resusc room. Do you think he got good at that by making life or death resusc situations? No. He can't even get to the position to make a life and death resusc situation without sitting 12 to 15 years of specialized college training. He needs to know the inside of the body, the outside of the body. He needs to know everything perfectly well. He needs to know the science, the chemistry, the physics, the biology. He needs to know the pharmacokinetics. He needs to know all of these things to make a decision. So this is the association. When that 25-year-old doctor is sitting in his bedroom reading a textbook on pharmacokinetics or pharmacology, really what's happening is he's getting ready to make the life and death situation down the track. That's what he's doing. But people don't see that. People are like, I just want to be the guy that walks up in a Austin Martin with a white collar and a stethoscope around and park right in front of the hospital and walk in and make a decision. Doesn't work like that, man. Just like Steph Curry, he doesn't get a max deal by doing what we think 100 maxes. No, he does 99.99% of the work when nobody's watching him. Oh, Miz, it's not that I think that I'm gonna hit 200 kilo front squat. I know I will. Some things like in my training I feel what's possible. I know 200 kilo front squat is definitely possible. I know it deep down, I feel it. It's just about doing more. One dribble left, pull up. One dribble right, pull up. That's all I'm thinking. That definitely is possible to me. Just like I feel like 300 kilo deadlift is also possible. I'll be doing that. Knock on wood, health and opportunity and all of that stuff. I will be doing that. Some things you just feel is just a matter of time. You just have to kind of, stick with the process, stick with the meaningless seeming work. It all adds up, man. But for some reason, man, front squats mean so much to me right now. I don't know why, man. It's just, I'm so excited about them. I mean, I'm doing hundreds and hundreds of reps every single day, and I'm still excited to come back and do it. So, something there, right? There's something there. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, the black plates are 20. Yeah, man. Means you're about 20 kilos lighter than me, man, so it's all good. I don't know if I feel poppy. I feel rather tired, like I ate half an hour ago, basically 20 minutes before I turned the thing on. I woke up, watched the replay of the Warriors Lakers. Ate some food. I actually ate a lot because I didn't really eat much last night at all, man. I had like, so last time I ate a proper meal was 8 p.m. last night, and I went to night shift and I had 2 bananas and an apple, I reckon I had. And so then I didn't eat anything until 5 o'clock today. And now I ate some chicken schnitzel sandwiches. Put chicken schnitzel, mayo, bread, and that's it. So I haven't eaten a lot of food in the last 24 hours, but that comes with night shift. So I don't know if I feel poppy. I just feel kind of like, yeah, whatever. But I'll see what I can do, basically. Let's see how 140 moves. 140 is the make or break. If this moves well and I stay strong posturally, it's going to be alright. But if I cave my upper back, then it's over. Yeah, that was a misgroove and a half, wasn't it? Oh, God. Do some reps now. Oh man. All right. We'll do 10 triples of that, and that'll be it. Ooh. It's like training hungover. That's what it feels like. Hey man, from France. That's sick, man. Good to see you, man. I'll tell you what, man, these live streams really are helping me out with life in general. I don't have to worry about anything after this. So I feel like the lives are helping me train, because right now, like if I was just videotaping myself and having to edit it, I would kind of look at the clock and I'm like, man, it's 6 p.m. I have to finish up training. I gotta chop these videos up. I have to, like, you know, put the labels at the bottom individually of, like, you know, 100 kilos, 120, 140. And then I have to make the transitions, and then I have to do the voiceover, then I have to render it, then I have to upload it. So if I was kind of worried about that, I'd be like, all right, I want to do 10 sets here, I'll just do 5. Because I don't have time, man. I just want to get back in the house, shower, and chill out with the fam, maybe watch some Netflix or something with them. And then that's it. But now the fact that I know it's a live stream, I don't have to worry about any of that shit. I just do this stuff and then jump off, straight in the shower, straight on the couch, be with the fam. The only negative is these live streams do really poorly with views. So it's kind of like, you know, it's almost like the algorithm knows you haven't worked all that hard for it, and so they don't kind of push you out. They want you to do 50-hour weeks, man, in YouTube. Yeah, that's it, man. It's the ultimate kind of like way to do this stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff if it wasn't for the following, in terms of like making a live, like, you know, because if this was just purely for me, I'll be uploading a very, very short vid with the top sets, and then me kind of like quickly talking over how I felt, and that's it. Very, very easy. This is the only reason I'm doing these lives, because number one, you know, you guys, you know, rock up and you support, and the interaction is great. I feel like I actually get to meet you guys. You know, it's the only real benefit to this, because you have to remember, like, you know, after I upload normal videos, I also spend some time doing some comments, because I feel like, you know, sending a video out onto the YouTube kind of world, there's no feedback. I don't know what people are thinking. I don't know, you know, I want to be part of the community, right? So with the lives, I get to do comments without typing. You know, we're talking, I'm reading, you know, we're kind of communicating. I don't have to do editing, and it just maximizes my time training. So it's like the best 3 things that all of this YouTube kind of thing provides me. It's the best. The only thing is the money, right? The money is, you know, usually I get, let's say, 8,000 to 10,000 views on a video, a normal video. With these I get 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, probably not 3. And that it pays really, really poorly, because, you know, people don't, you know, so the watch through time in these lives is like 2%, 3% of the video. And in the algorithm world, This kind of really kind of shunts your video down because it's poor performance indicators. Oh, you got up at 4 this morning, damn. Why is that, man? Supremacy, why did you get up that early? For work? Training session or what? Right, true. Man, it feels heavy now. Quickly fading away. You start at 5. Damn. Damn, that's early as. Hey, man. There you go. Falling asleep with your kid, man, is the best. I mean, now, like nowadays, you know, with the kids in the house and whatever, ever since we've had kids, rarely do I make it past 10 p.m., man. You know, they go to sleep around 8, 8:30. As soon as they go to sleep, man, we might watch something, but even then, like, the house is so quiet without them running around, it's kind of like you just fall asleep. You can't even make it through a movie anymore. Oh yeah, sleep is the best. Sleep is health, which is weird. The more time you sleep, the less time you're living, really, but you need it to have quality of living, so it's kind of weird. When you think about it, we spend a third of our life sleeping. God, that is a powerful thought. A third of our life we sleep. My kids are strictly no phone. Strictly no phone. They don't mess around with phones at all. They watch the TV, they watch Netflix, they watch all this stuff, but no phones. Like this type of posture is like, they'll ruin their physique, ruin their posture, ruin everything. They'll go blind, developing eyes, you know, low proximity. Yeah, no phones for them. All right, let's get number 3. That's 3. I'm feeling it today. Why We Sleep, the book. Nice. It just depends, man. Mornings, evenings, all that really doesn't matter to a shift worker. It just depends. It depends on everything, man. If I have a good night's sleep, training in the morning is the best. I feel the freshest. I don't feel the strongest, but I feel like I can put up a lot of volume. Evenings usually I'm pretty strong. So there's that. So ideally, the best time for me to set PRs is sleep well and don't work throughout the day at all. So like, don't go to hospital work, and then train that evening on a day off. Those days are hard to come by, but that's kind of the recipe for success, I feel, because your central nervous system is woken up, you haven't fatigued throughout the day, and you're kind of good to go. Yeah, Sam, I'm around 98, 99 kilos now. I'm looking to stay the same. I just want to add postural strength. I want to get this squat to 185, 190 in the next few weeks. That's kind of my dream. I'm pushing real hard with the front squats. I think I'll be able to squat 200 front squat with 100 kilo body weight. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. That's 4. Yeah. 2 times body weight front squat would be awesome. Awesome. And I feel like if I can get, good. I feel like if I can get the 200 front squat, then 220 back squat should be a piece of cake. When you say Soviet style periodization, what do you mean? Like conjugate? Oh. That's 5. Ooh. Man, I'm working for it today. Oh, good. I need some sleep, man. What are you going to eat to get to the 100 kilos? I don't have to do anything, dude. I just have to, I mean, I don't have that in the next few weeks, but if I had, let's say, 2 weeks of no night shifts, I'm at 100 kilos. You go on night shifts, it's basically intermittent fasting, you know, for a day at least. And so it's a great way to keep your weight down, doing some night shifts and trying to work out or whatever. There's a lot of people that do nights and they're overweight and whatever. That's because they have no expenditure. They just sleep and eat and work and sleep and eat and work. There's nothing. But even if I have like 3 or 4 nights in a row, man, I'd work out every day. And so fitting a workout in, you know, amongst nights, it's like you can't just do whatever. Like you have to plan your food and yeah, I don't know. It's really weird to eat throughout the night because your whole biological clock is like, what's going on, man? We should be asleep, and then you put food in your belly, and then it's a whole lot of you know, hormone fuckery going on when you do that. So intermittent fasting, dude. Like, honestly, man, I made a video back in the day, back before I didn't even know how to make videos. Back in the day when I was nervous in front of the camera, I made a video talking about you can look these guys up. Like, if you want to see me be nervous in front of the camera, you go back to my earlier videos and you'll see Ivan nervous and unsure about himself and all those things. But I made a video talking about intermittent fasting, like an ancient secret to weight loss, I think I called it, or something like that. And in there I talked about like the science behind it, talk about, you know, the benefits behind it. It really is like it. Food is a freaking poison, man. You know, It is, what's America right now? What do they say? America is the most overfed, malnourished country in the world. Think about that. Most overfed, malnourished country in the world. So they, Americans are eating like animals, but the quality of the food that they're eating is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. You might as well freaking dig up some dirt and eat that shit. It's so low in quality. There's no minerals and vitamins. It's just pure carbs and protein, fat. The people that are overweight are malnourished. It's crazy. So, dude, I'm saying I'm going out on a limb here, but like if you, by law, implemented some sort of a fast for the world, for the Western world, not the third world, obviously they fast every freaking day, whether they like it or not, most of these people. But for these overfed guys, if you just introduce an intermittent fast, like say you're not allowed to eat unless you're in the hours of midday and 6 p.m. All other hours are off. You cannot eat. Dude, I reckon you fix, man, I want to say like 75% of chronic illness. Really think that. Most people that walk through the front door that are unwell is because they can't stop eating. They're like freaking Pac-Man. Diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, overweight, diabetic ulcers, associations with all those chronic diseases, strokes, heart attacks. These people are such unfit, people, man. Sure, there are genetic people who are just fucked from genes, but people are so like, my Lord, man. Like we have never been weaker and unhealthier in our human history. Yeah, we are living longer through the advent of modern medicine, but people are, it's not good, boys. I don't know if that's 4 or 5. I think it's 5. It should be probably 6 now. Fuck it, it's 5. Oh, God. Milane, hvala ti puno. How much working sets of squats, bench, deadlift are you doing in 7 days? I don't operate with the whole working sets because for me, everything's working. There's no, like, I don't understand the concept of working sets because a lot of people define working sets as greater than 60% or 50% or whatever. I think the barbell for 10 sets of 10 is working sets. What I like to think about is how many total reps you get for a lift. Take everything into account. I think that's a better metric. It's more useful in my mind because it highlights the need to do all sets, all reps. Because if you say to yourself, oh yeah, I do 70 working reps throughout the week, you're going to be like, oh okay, so you do 5 by 5 3 times a week, everything else doesn't matter. I think everything matters, man, I really do. Stretching matters, walking matters, like is walking a working set, so like there's all these different things. So I don't like the whole working sets idea because it diminishes the rest of the workout. So let me put it to you like this. Every day I do 10 sets of 10 with the bar, front squats. Every day I do singles with 60, 100, 120, 140. And 3 times a week I will do 10 triples at 100 kilos. So if you tally all of that up, it's a ton of tonnage. It's a lot of work, and there's variations there. Like, you know, the 10 sets of 10 and the 10 sets of 3, they're kind of fixed. But in terms of like, do I go 160, 170, 180? Those are the kind of variable things. But most days I hit 140. Some days I stop at 120 if I'm really, really feeling it. So it's kind of like that. That's kind of how I think about it. So it's hard for me to say. Like, technically speaking, I do 10 triples 3 times a week. Those are my working sets. But I don't think that's the whole story, man. If I just told you that, I would be misleading you. That's 6. 4 more. Soulball 60, how you going, man? Oh, I think the Nuggets should have another All-Star, man. I think Jamal Murray's an All-Star. It's just the injuries that have screwed him up. That guy can ball, man. Like, I put him up there with like Damian Lillard. I know it's a big saying, man, but Jamal Murray can score the ball, man. That boy is a baller. I really think that. So I think the Denver Nuggets do have 2 superstars, 2 All-Stars. Jamal Murray's a gun. It's just the injuries that have screwed him over. But if you think about what he did in the bubble and what he's doing now, like, you know, scoring at will. Žive Milane. He's a good guy. You know, they've got a good team to win it all this year. He's just, can they get through the Lakers? AD matches up really well with the Joker, although Joker is now a lot better than it was in the bubble. It's going to be really, really interesting to see that matchup. Lars, appreciate you, man. Good night, Noses. Yeah, I don't know. The talking is, I don't know what it is, man. I never thought I could talk like this, but there's always something in my mind. Oh, I think the champion is going to be out of the West. I don't know what's happening with Boston, man. Boston was kind of like my pick after Milwaukee got bounced. Boston is stacked, man. But Jason Tatum and Brown, there's some friction there. I don't know what's going on. They're not coached as well as last time around. So I don't know. Something's missing. They're not playing good defense. Too much hero ball. Too much fadeaway Kobe type shit. You can't win like that, man. Like, Boston Celtics were best when you don't know who's going to score. When they swing the ball, they attack. Everyone drives into the paint. Everyone's a threat. They got threats everywhere. But when it's like, you know, give the ball to Jason Tatum, set a screen, go one-on-one, dribble, fade away. It's just, you're working too hard for your points, man. Way too hard. Thanks, Brody. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Celtics got it, honestly. Sit. My favorite team is the Nuggets. Love watching them. Love watching Jokic. I love watching the big man dominate. Pass from the high post. I love the basketball when it's off the ball. Off the ball basketball is the best. When it's not just pick and roll, and it's not just one-on-one. That one-on-one type of crap is just boring to me. I think that the real spectacle of football, like international soccer, is the fact that it's 11 on 11. And for you to score a goal, there needs to be like 20 good decisions lined up in a row. 20 good passes, 20 good reads, and then it's a goal. I think that is the big attraction to soccer. And when basketball is played in a similar way, where it's off the ball, down screen, run, shooter runs around, screener rolls, pass, open three. That's a beautiful style of basketball. Like I fell in love with the way Warriors played, not because of their shooting ability alone. It's because the way Curry runs off the ball, the way offense moves. To me, like the most disgusting form of basketball was Houston Rockets back in the day, when James Harden and all those boys, Clint Capella and all that. It is disgusting. One guy having the ball 24/7, one guy making all decisions, one guy stat padding where he doesn't pass until it's an assist, he doesn't shoot until he's scoring. It's all through him, and so the whole team's stats are lined up on one man because his usage rate was through the roof. Don't like that. What I like is when there's team basketball, lots of ball movement, lots of people movement, because I think like if you have that, it's unstoppable. But if you're like somebody like Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, James Harden, insert whatever scorer in the history of the NBA, it's so easy to stop. I'll never forget what Draymond Green said about James Harden when he was playing them back in the day. He was like, the team plan from Steve Kerr was to just let James Harden score 1,000 points. Just let him score everything. Let him do everything. Because he's going to get tired. He's going to get tired. You cannot win 4 games at that level by yourself. And so that's what happened. If you remember, like James Harden went like 1 of 14 threes in one of those games. It's impossible. You can't do that. It's a team game. Jordan couldn't do it all by himself. Like he needed to have a whole bunch of boys around him. And that's the beauty of team sports. If you want to play James Harden type of shit, go play tennis. Go fight MMA. There you go. It's your one-on-one. James Harden's scoring ability is incredible, and it's a spectacle to watch. But it's a bad team plan to just have one guy shoot the ball all game. It's not sustainable, man. That's why he's not a champion yet. You're not gonna win like that. You're not gonna win. Eight. 2 more. Yeah, Wemby. That's a pretty good idea. To do a live stream of that. That's a really good idea, actually. Oh, man. Hey, Rob, what's up, man? Nice. A promotion. When's the last time Burnley was in the Premier League? I can't remember the last time they were there. and orderly, uh, it's a pretty good job, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there's any training for it. Like, you don't need to have any degrees, or it's like any other untrained, unskilled job. They kind of train you on the site. It's pretty good. Like, you move patients around, you move beds around. You're part of the security team, assist. You do like room cleans when people leave. You know, mop the floor. You restock stuff around the place. That kind of stuff. You know, very, very vital piece of any hospital. I'm not sure how much they get paid, but I can't imagine it's a lot, because it's unskilled. Yeah, I know the Premier League is the #1 league, I reckon, in the world. All right, let's get number 9. Ooh. One more, fellas. That's another day of squatting. And then into the shower, and then sit down on that couch and see if we can watch something with the fam. And then try and get to sleep before 10, I reckon. Try and sleep. But religion is great, man. It really is. The only trouble is when religion divides people. That's the only trouble. That's my only thing with religion. I believe in God, but religion has a lot of blood on its hands. I've said this to a few family members who are very religious. In its purest form, great. But when people become hostile with religion is where the problem lies. You know, forcing you to convert, forcing you to act upon. One of my best friends grew up a Muslim. The other best friend grew up an Orthodox Christian. Vastly different ideas, upbringings. So religion is, I don't know. I've met really good people on both sides, on all sides. It's just, there's a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of blood on religion's hands. I don't take anything, Phil, man. Nothing. Zero. I don't believe in pills. I think if you're taking a pill, it is the lowest form of nutrition. You are literally drinking dust. Creatine powder, protein powder is literally the trash of the world. You talk about fresh food and vegetables, right? Protein powder is like the garbage of all garbage, and I'm dumbfounded that people will buy this shit in bulk and put this like trash that's gone through thousands of pieces of machinery, grinded down dust, God knows from what, probably bone and other waste products from other industries, and they will consume that absolute rubbish. Health is about fresh food, vegetables, fruit, fresh. That's nutrition. When you start talking about pills, a healthy individual taking a pill, to me, is a travesty, and it is a absolute con by the industries to trick people, use social media influencers, to use bodybuilders, to use all these different sports people to trick people into putting rubbish into their mouth. It's a huge business, and I don't condone any of it. I think it's wrong. If you are a fit individual, you don't need to take magnesium, creatine, you don't need to take potassium supplements, you don't need to take any freaking supplement. You want creatine, you want protein, you want amino acids, eat. Go to the butcher, get a fresh steak, put it on the pan, pinch of salt, eat it. Done. Don't drink rubbish. Rubbish. I can't tell you more than I have. I think a lot of you guys are going to be disagreeing with my take on this, but you've been conned. You've been conned, and when you realize what the science is behind this, you take that protein powder, you drink the amino acids. The moment it hits your gut, it gets converted into glucose. Something called the Krebs cycle. I'm not an expert, I'm not a biochemist, but all of this shit ends up into glucose. So you might as well get a Snickers bar and have more fun eating that shit than downing your meaningless protein powder, which is absolute dust. It is rubbish. But there's a lot of backyard doctors out there who have followings and who take trend and have shoulders like this and traps like this, and they say to you, buy my supplement, this is the secret. This is the secret. This is the secret. You can see that I'm really agitated about this sort of stuff. When guys will take anabolic steroids and try and sell you some shit to a 16, 17, 18-year-old guy, they will sell you some shit because they look amazing. And they'll put up a thing on the screen and say, this is the shit, man. Buy this shit. This is great. This is blah, 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 blah science. You take away the anabolic steroids, it looks like this. You can drink all the freaking protein powder all you want. It is rubbish. You don't need that much protein in your life. You understand? You do not need that much protein in your life. Eat a steak a day, you're done. Eat some chicken, eat some spinach, dark leafy greens. Eat food and you are done, man. You do not need supplements. Okay? Look this shit up. Please stop wasting your money. You are literally wasting your money and putting rubbish into your system. Well, boys, that is it for me. I'll see you sometime tomorrow. We'll do another one of these, I think. Depends how the day goes. But that's all I got. I gotta get out of here. It's cold, I'm sweaty, I'm cool. And I have to get some sleep. Thank you guys, appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one, eh? Take it easy, huh? Peace out, boys. Bye-bye. See you guys. All the best. Appreciate all the love. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.